Hi everybody. It's a very intimate group, which is good, I think, for all of you. I'm not sure it's good for me. We have to make it good for me, because if it's not good for me, I shan't play. Now, let me ask you, how many of you already know me? One person? Two, three? I mean, stick your hands up. Okay, so does this mean then that I'm a stranger to most of you? I'm a stranger to you? Oh, you've no idea. You know, the heart stab, you know, it's like you think you're famous and then you discover that you're not, you know? You know what I mean? So how many of you then came here, let's say, not knowing what we're going to be doing today? You're kidding me, right? Why did you come?
Well,
What are you doing here if you don't know what we're going to be doing?
grief brought us.
Pardon?
Grief.
Grief brought you. Well, that's good. What do you come for?
What did I come for? Community, information.
Okay, all right. What did you come for?
For you.
Oh, you said the right thing. He came for me. Oh, he came for me. Right, so then I think what I better do, seeing as there are so many of you who don't know me and don't know what it is I do, and you know nothing about me whatsoever, which is breaking my heart, but I promise that when we're done, you'll know who I am. I'm unforgettable. Right. What?
I was singing.
I know, I love that. Nat King Cole, don't you? Unforgettable in every way. Do you know that song? All right, I'll stop mucking about. My name is Rosemary Altea, I better start with that. And I am a spiritual medium and a healer. And yes, I talk to dead people. That's what I do. But I talk to dead people who I don't believe are dead at all. How many of you are with me on that? Come on, I mean, yeah. No? You're not with me on that? No? Okay, all right. Okay, well, so what I do is I talk to people who have passed into the spirit world, and I'm quite well known. I'm quite well known at it. I've traveled all over the world. I've been to not every country in the world, but almost every country in the world. I'm, known throughout the world as that woman. People, when I wrote my first book, which is The Eagle and the Rose, people would go into the bookstore and they'd go in there and they'd say, "Oh, we want that book. You know that book by that woman." And people in bookstores started to learn that that woman who she talks to dead people, that woman. So I became known as that woman, and I've been doing this for, goodness me, I've forgotten how many years now, but a long time, very, very old. I look much younger than I really am. I think the last count I was 90 something. See, miracle, right? Little miracle. So anyway, what we're going to be doing this evening, hopefully I'm going to be going to individual people. I'm going to ask probably if there's anybody in the spirit world, who would you specifically like to talk to? Because And don't give me do not give me the whole history. I don't want you to tell me anything other than if you have a specific person in mind you'd like to connect with or to talk to, then that'll be enough. Having said that, there are no guarantees. I can't guarantee you that I will be able to connect with them. There's never any guarantees, but what I can guarantee you is that I will do my very, very best to see if we can make some connections, and I'm already looking at somebody there. Anyway, sorry, got distracted a little bit. Tomorrow morning, you've got me again. I don't know if you're all coming tomorrow. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to be doing probably the same thing, but I'm also going to be showing you one or two little exercises. I want to help you to learn to listen, to be aware, because I believe that all of us have the ability to sense, to feel, to be aware in one way or another. That there are people who are clairvoyant, which means they see further than the ordinary sight. There are people who are clairaudient, which, you hear more or further. There are people who are clairsentient. Anybody know what that means? Sensing, feeling, being aware of in different ways of the people who are around you or the people who are close to you. And I think all of us have these abilities, or at least one of. We don't have all of them necessarily. And then there's me, and I have all of them besides more. In England, we would see. Did you notice that I've got a British accent?
Yes.
Anybody British here? No. Oh well, I'll just have to deal with you all right. So in England, we would call me a clever clogs. Do you know what a clever clogs is? A clever clogs is somebody who just knows everything about everything. I mean, right? So when I say I am both clairvoyant, clairsentient, and whatever the other one was, there are several anyway. I am aware and I sense. Now, I'm going to use the term medium. I am a medium, and hopefully most of you will know that that is a very misused term, right?
Yes.
Years ago, when I've told you I'm old, right? Years ago, people wanted to go to the fortune teller, right? It's all about going to see the fortune teller, or the card reader, or the tarot card reader, or what have you, right? Everybody wanted to be a fortune teller. Then all of a sudden, after a while, we became sort of more modern. I guess Google came on the scene, and people like me, not like me, but you know what I mean, wanted to be known as psychics. I'm a psychic, which sort of lends an air of mystery, doesn't it? I'm a psychic. I can see psychic things, spooky things, ghosts under the bed, that sort of thing, So everybody used the term psychic because that was very popular. And then the next thing you know, all of a sudden, people want to be known as mediums. And a medium is very different than a fortune teller. It's very different than a psychic. It's very, very different. Because a medium, and I'm only going to talk about me now, right? You're writing notes. I'm educating you here, right? I will talk about me as a medium because I am very, very weird. You will never, during this weekend, hear me say, or I love it when, you go to somebody and it's they do this, right? Or dramatic, the drum, I'm sensing, right? I'm feeling, or, oh wait, I think I can see something. I don't do any of that at all, any of it. I don't read people, because reading people means that you're sort of looking at their aura, looking at their, whatever it is, their energy field. I do that, but when I am talking to people who have passed, I'm actually looking at them. I expect them to speak to me. I expect to be able to speak to them. I expect that we're going to have a conversation. And this is a very rare gift. It's something that, unfortunately, not many people do this. But I feel that it's very important that if I'm going to talk to someone in the spirit world, then I want to look them in the eye. And I want them to look me in the eye. And we want to sort of get together and have a proper conversation, a real conversation between us. So you will never see me saying, oh, I feel. I don't do it. So please don't expect it. So, as I've said, I'm very weird. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a little, what are you laughing at? We're going to be doing a sort of more of the same, but it's going to be hopefully more educational, because I do want you all to understand that everyone has at least the ability to be able to sense or to be aware in some way. And it can be very frustrating if you have this little bit of a sense, or you can feel it, it's almost there, but you can't quite catch it, you can't quite, get to it. And there are ways that we can help ourselves to be able to connect more, to see more, to be aware more of those in the spirit world. I'm also going to, because I think it's a very, very important that we have a positive and a good attitude, right? So when you're with me and you're in my class, I don't want any moaning and complaining. I want you positive. I want you, whatever is going on in your life, however difficult your life is, we can always strive to be positive, because when we're positive, we create this energy, we create this vibration that really helps us, because everything is about vibration. Everything on this planet is about vibration, and everything in the universe is about vibration. So we're looking to have a connection. We're looking to connect to different vibrational levels. And, I see people who have suffered dreadfully, and they tend to, which is very easy to do, they go into it, let's say they wallow in it almost. It's hard not to, because, pain is pain. And it's hard not to let that pain take you over sometimes. But I'm going to show you tomorrow how looking at pain and looking at grief, and looking at not necessarily just grief, but just looking at the difficulties in life. I'm going to show you how you can think your way through going from the negative to the positive, if you choose to. But it's got to be a choice, right? It's got to be a choice. Now, before we go any further, anyone, any questions? Stick your hand up if you got a question or you want to ask me something, anything at all. You really?
What part of England?
Yeah. Oh. I love you, but that's not the kind of question we're looking for here. Yes, young man.
Are you able to connect with spirit guides?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the most important thing. And those of you who know me will know that this is the most important thing. I do have a spirit guide. Let me just explain. When I first started this work, and people talk to me about spirit guides, and it's amazing, people, they want a nun, or they want a Native American, or they want what they want. People have ideas of what spirit guides might look like. The truth of the matter is that a spirit guide is a highly evolved spiritual being. Now, when I first started, I didn't want a spirit guide, but if I had to have one, I would choose a Scotsman. Because, wait, let me explain it. Because my family are Scottish and Welsh. We ignore the Welsh part because we don't care for them much, but I thought if I have to have one, I'll pick a Scotsman, because I thought that that's what you could do, you see. I thought you could pick a Scotsman. And for those of you who will later read my book, my first book, The Eel and the Rose, you'll find out what happened to the Scotsman. Because I did have a Scotsman initially who would come to me every morning to say good morning. He wore a kilt and everything, the real deal. And you've got to question your sanity, haven't you? When you wake up in the morning and there's a Scotsman in your bedroom, I mean, like, you could get really lucky, right? But unfortunately, my Scotsman was from the spirit world, so much good it did me. Anyway, but he was great, and it was like a slow introduction, if you like, into the world of spirit guides. But he was temporary. Now, I didn't know it at the time. I thought, oh, well, if I have to have one, because I didn't particularly want one, just saying. But if I had to have one, I'll have a Scotsman, and that's the end of that. Great, okay. And remember, I'm British. I'm this little thing. At one time, I was a little thing, I was skinny and young and no wrinkles. Remember those days? Some of you here are still like that. Look at you, you're gorgeous. Anyway, those days are gone for me. But I thought, okay, well, people talked about Native Americans, and I'm thinking, oh, come on, really? I just thought it was ridiculous. I have to tell you, I thought it was ridiculous. And, so I poo-pooed it, and I thought, yeah, well, not for me. I don't have anything to do with America. America's got nothing to do with me. I'll stick to my Scotsman. Until one morning I woke up and my Scotsman was gone. I did try looking under the bed. I looked in the closets. I looked everywhere, and he just wasn't anywhere to be found. And I never saw him again. 2 or 3 weeks went past, and I kept feeling, sensing something going on, but I didn't know what. I would be driving along. Suddenly a huge bird would swoop down in front of the car, or I would be, in the shower or what have you, and a shadow would go by the, shower wall. And by the way, the spirit world sees everything, just so you know. When I realized exactly how much they see, I started using bubble bath in my bath water. That is a true, I'm telling you the truth, that is a true statement here. Not that it would keep them from seeing anything. I just don't think they're really interested in, but it made me feel better anyway. Anyway, I kept sort of having these little indications that something or someone was about. And then one night I was with my group and I had I'm not going to tell you too much because I want you to read the book, because the book's amazing. It's a New York Times bestseller. I forgot to tell you that bit, didn't I? Anyway, so one evening I was with a group of friends. They had told me that I had a gift and I thought they were crazy. And this one guy said to me, I know you think I'm crazy, and I know you think you're crazy too, because I was at this point having all sorts of weird things happening in my house, and I've always been weird since I was little. I've seen faces, heard voices, and very scary stuff, actually, when you're a kid and you've got these things looming at you all the time. But anyway, this particular night, I started to feel as if I couldn't breathe properly. And the group that were with me, there were about 5 other people there. We were all wondering what was going on. And then the next thing we know, I've got a Native American. Look, I'm old. We called them Red Indians. We called them cowboys and Indians. Remember those days when we called them cowboys and Indians? And I have to tell you that my spirit guide, Grey Eagle, who is Native American, never took offense. If I called him an Indian, he was perfectly fine with that, right? But anyway, here he is, feathers and everything. I'm thinking, this cannot be right. I've really lost the plot. I've totally lost it, because who expects that? And I'm in England, and why do I have this gorgeous hunk, very nice, but gorgeous hunk of Native American? What's he doing here? Anyway, to answer the question, a spirit guide is a very special entity, very wise entity. And a spirit guide will only be with someone like me. They'll only be with someone who does this on a full-time basis. It's like expecting, you want a spirit guide. I know everybody wants spirit guides, right? I know we all want them, okay? But it's like expecting you're a first-year nurse in let's say, New York hospital, and you expect the head of the hospital to be walking around with you and teaching you all that stuff. You've got to use your common sense with this subject. I really want you to keep your feet on the ground here, and don't get caught up in all the what I call the woo-woo stuff that people try and convince you is real, because it's not. A spirit guide is someone who will work full-time with someone like myself who works full-time. They're far too busy, they're far too wise, they have far too much knowledge to be sort of hanging around here with people who are not taking any notice of them or not listening to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I making any sense to you? Right? Am I getting through to you here? Because not only do I want to educate you in some way, I want you to learn to use your common sense. Keep your feet on the ground. Use your common sense, because there is no such thing as the paranormal. Did I just say that? I did. There is no such thing as the paranormal, and there is no such thing as a supernatural. Everything is normal and natural and a part of us. We don't have to create the mystery. The mystery is already there. We don't have to create it by using, whatever I don't know, by making it more exciting, because it's so exciting in itself. There's nothing more amazing, there's nothing more exciting than being able to see someone in the spirit world and have a conversation with them. Or if you can't do that, or you're not able to do that, there's nothing more exciting than being able to feel or to sense or to be aware. You do know, right, that you have just lovely healing hands, and this is, yeah, I'm going to get, pardon?
Would you say healing hands?
I did say healing hands. Excuse me, I'm going to slide. I can slide easier when I'm wearing a nightie, you know, silky, you know, nice and silky, and like I can, very often, you know, I'm sitting on my sofa and I'm, you know, watching a movie or something, and all of a sudden I find myself, I've slid halfway onto the floor because I do like my silky stuff. Right. Do you mind if is that all right? Okay. Microphone. You've got to be quicker than this. Here, give it to me, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Did I answer your question there? Good. I'm just, you know, thinking about it. Look at those. Lovely. I'm not looking at your nails. I'm not looking at how pretty your hands are here. Hold on 1 second. I'm thinking, where do I need to be for the camera? So let's move this, thank you. Let's move this out of the way. I'm going to come to the side here. You're all okay? You can all see me and hear me with this thing anyway, right? Hello. No, you can't do that.
Oh.
I can hold mine down here because I've got another one, look, right there. No, you need to pretend it's an ice cream.
It's my ice cream.
Right up there.
Yes, I got it.
There you go. Okay, you got to hold it a little closer to your mouth. Okay, that's perfect. Right. Why am I here? What am I doing? Oh yes, I know. Right. Sorry. Okay, so let me explain to you a little bit what I'm about and what I'm doing at the moment, which is I'm connecting with my spirit guide, whose name is Great Eagle. And he's brilliant. It's far better than me, I have to tell you. He is unbelievable. But anyway, for some reason or another, I'm sort of looking at you, and you have this beautiful aura around you. Hold on. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can. Right. Okay. All right. Right then. Oh, so you say yes or no to me. If you understand me, say yes. If you don't understand me, say no. Don't be afraid to argue with me, you know, because that's good. I like a good argument. All right. So I'm going to just stand here because I just need to be. There you are, and I can. Right. So, right. First of all, I know that you have this beautiful healing energy around you. I've no idea what you do for a living, but really you should be working with people, with the care of people, involved with you. And stop nodding at me. Say yes to me or no to me.
Yes.
Thank you.
I've been in that field. I'm not doing it
What,
now.
darling?
I've been in that field of helping people for a good while, but I'm not at the moment.
Nursing's good.
But psych nursing.
No, you don't. That's good. Okay. Do I really have to hold this anyway? All right. Okay. When I come to you and I talk to you, and if I'm sort of doing my thing, what I like you to understand is, and we mentioned this earlier, everything is about vibration and vibrational level. Okay. And when those in the spirit world, when your loved ones in the spirit world hear your voice, right? They can hear me well enough, but your voice is something special to them, very special to them. And what happens when they hear your voice, they connect with your voice vibration. It's kind of like they do this, you know? And it encouraged them. Remember, they don't know me. I've not seen you before, right? Okay. And so I'm a total stranger to them. I'm a total stranger to most of you, apparently. But they don't know me. So when I ask them, tell me something, talk to me, when I ask them to connect with me, why should they do that? I'm a stranger. Why should they tell me all of your private stuff? Anyway, okay, so when I was sitting here, Gregor pointed you out to me. You got this beautiful aura, lots of blue in there, which tells me, and colour is vibration as well, remember? So it tells me that you have healing hands. You have lovely healing hands. And you already told me you were a nurse. And, well, you still have healing hands. So I think you're still a nurse. Thank you very much. Yes. All right. So standing next to you is this lovely lady. I'm not good on descriptions. I never get the height right. I never know. Tall, short, who knows? It depends how tall or short you are. It's all relative, right? But she looks shorter than me. let me put it that way. She's sort of, I'm going to just say average build. I've no idea really. Anyway, she's not fat, she's not skinny, she's just average build. She's standing there, she's standing with her hand on your shoulder. She's telling me that she's got the most lovely eyes, and she's sort of staring at me, giving me the eye contact here. And she's smiling at me when I'm saying that to her, and she tells me that she was very sick prior to her passing. Say yes to me or no to me, but don't nod at me because I don't want you to nod at me. Okay, so she tells me she was very sick prior to her passing. Now, this interesting thing is, and you're nodding again. The interesting thing is that she talks about being sick, but prior. So, a little ways back. Then she seemed to recover, she tells me. She seemed to get over it. Are you understanding anything you could?
This is true.
She's stroking your hair as I'm talking to you. She so loves you.
Yeah.
And the real strong connection here. But so she's talking about being sick, then
Yes.
getting over it actually, or
Yes.
thinking that she was over it, and everything was
Yes.
fine for a while, and then all of a sudden it seemed to come on so
Yes.
fast, like really, really fast.
Yes.
And before you had time to really understand what was happening, she tells me,
Yes.
she was gone.
Yes, that's true.
I know it's true. I mean, she's talking to me. I'm telling you that it's true, but I am give me your hand, babes.
Yes.
I'm very, very glad that you understand what it is I'm saying
Thank you.
to you. And she loves you so, I mean, really so much. Now, we're getting a little personal.
Okay. That's okay.
Is that all right?
Yes, I don't mind.
Well, we got no
Open book.
choice, really. I mean, when they're saying what they're saying, we got no choice but to listen. We got no choice but so, anyway, all these tears,
Always what?
all these tears.
All the tears.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All these tears and all this heartache and all this heartbreak. And it seems to have really, do you understand me?
Yes.
If we got tissues, we should, everybody, they're no good in the packet. Open them up for me, please. Okay. Did you think to bring tissues with us?
She did. They're on the
Oh,
table.
look at that. Perfect.
Yes.
Great. All right. You all right?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
Accepted the losses. But
Okay. But she tells me all this. It's really done a number on you because you don't feel nearly as confident. Are you her friend?
we
No.
just met here.
Oh, you did? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. New friend, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. New friend. Okay. So it's really done a number on you because you seem to have lost an awful lot of confidence. And
That's true.
she tells, say yes or
Yes.
no to me.
Sorry.
I know I'm a horrible person.
No.
Yeah, I am, really. Trust me. If I come to anybody and the need to, be spoken to severely, I've got no problem with that at all. Why are you laughing at me? You've got such a lovely smile. You've got such a pretty smile. You. Yeah. Anyway, she says to tell you, look, she didn't die. You know she didn't.
I
You
know.
know she's with you.
Yes.
Feathers, 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 feathers. They're you want to know the signs. You want to know what to look for. You want to know how do you know that she's around, okay?
Yes. Yes.
So look for the feathers that she drops because they
Yes.
are the things that are going to let you know that she's very, very close by. Now, all of this business about giving up the healing and all of that, you need to forget that. It's not going to happen.
Yes.
You are a natural. What's the matter with
I don't
you?
want to. Yes.
Am I sort of, am I weirding you out a little bit?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I like not doing it.
Yes, but there are other ways
Other
to
ways.
do
I
it.
agree.
You don't have to, put on the nurse's uniform and clog around the hospital and do all of that stuff.
Yes.
There are other ways of doing it. You are a natural born healer.
Yes.
And there are ways to do this in a spiritual way.
Okay.
And you have this gift. You just need to be able to find people who can show you or teach you. And it's just hard to find people because we know that a lot of people say they can do these things, but they really can't. We know that, don't we? We know,
Yes.
we know that. So you need to be very careful and very cautious in who you believe and who you don't believe
Yes.
in. You are a healer. You were born a healer. You may be a nurse and all of that, but you are going to continue being a healer in a much more spiritual way.
Yes.
No more changing bedpans, no more jabbing people with needles, none of that stuff.
Yes.
You're going to use this sensitivity that you have. And are you coming tomorrow?
Yes.
I'm going to grab you,
Okay.
okay? And I'll show all of you, okay? How, if you want to be a healer, what are the things you need to do? What are the things you need to learn? How do you center yourself? How can you raise your level of consciousness? You've no idea what the heck I'm talking about, but tomorrow we'll talk about how you need to raise your level of consciousness and how you can do that to become more aware of who you are.
Yes.
She loves you very,
I know.
very
Thank you.
much,
I love her
right?
too.
She's none of that, no more sickness. She's talking about her middle bits, her tummy
Yes.
and all of that,
Yes.
and that was awful, she tells
Yes.
me. You understand?
Yes.
And it's
Definitely.
all gone. Everything's gone.
She's at peace.
She's not at peace. Oh, right. How many people here think that when you die you're at peace? No. Sorry, no. Peace sort of gives you the impression that, all you need to do now is sit on a cloud. And yes, I do see, and I'm coming to you. Don't worry. Are you coming tomorrow? Oh, yeah, don't worry. Okay, so peace implies that you're sitting on a cloud and everything's fine and you've got no worries whatsoever, right? Here's the thing. We don't die. We're still connected with our families. We still see them in their struggles, in their tears. Are we at peace? Now, I've got the most amazing grandson, probably in the world. He's amazing. Do you think when I pass into the spirit world and I see him, if he's struggling or if he's having a hard time, do you think I'm going to be laying on a cloud at peace? No, of course not. What I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to be trying to guide him and to steer him. I'm going to be trying to connect with him. And he's only 12, he'll be 13 in February. We're already he's already connected to this. My family are already connected to this. So he'll know exactly how to get hold of me, and I'm going to hopefully talk to you all tomorrow about, some of the things that you can do that will help you to connect with them. But please, she's not at peace.
Especially with my family.
Sorry, what?
Especially with my family.
Well, I know. And there's this little girl, what is she, 7 or 8 or something? A nightmare, an absolute, they're talking all the time. She tells me this, I don't know how old she is, maybe 8 or 10 or something like that. Yak. Anyway, the thing is that when we need to connect with our loved ones in the spirit world, it's all very well as talking to them, but we cannot talk to them. We cannot talk at them. You know, are you there? Give me a sign. Show me this. Sort out this. Or, you know, we never stop to listen. And she's asking you, would you just stop and listen?
Yes.
Watch for the feathers because they'll be tumbling down around you. She'll show you in every way possible that she's there with you. But no, she's not at peace, she's busy. And she's saying, and why would I want to be at peace? Because peace is very overrated. I mean, and also it's very boring, you know? So she's busy and she's helping you and she's going to guide and steer you all the way through your life.
Yes,
If
thank
you
you.
could please give me that microphone back. If you could please take love to your family from her, she would love that very, very much. Okay, right. How are you all doing here? Mouths open? No? I didn't get to anybody. How are you doing? It's good, right? Okay, so now, I'm not coming yet. I know you're anxious, but I'm not coming yet. So I'm going to be asking all of you here, who, if you had this one moment, say, with someone in the spirit world who you love, I know you, I'm good. You don't need to answer this question. I've got you. I'll come at you at some point. But who is it that you would like perhaps to talk to or to connect to? Now, I'm asking you the question and I expect you to answer me because if you don't play with me, I'm not playing with you. You know, I'm one of those kids in the playground. You don't want to play with me, I'm not going to play with you. So I want you to play with me. I want you to join in with me, all right? Because we're having fun. This is fun. Don't you think this is fun? Okay, so if I say to you, who is that one person in the spirit world who you would maybe like to connect with? Just because you tell me doesn't mean I'm going to connect with them. It could be somebody else entirely. But start thinking, everybody. So who's going to put the hand up and ask me? Go on. Yes, I'm glad you hit her. you should have hit her a bit harder. Give her a good nudge.
You wouldn't remember me, but you read for me 20 years ago.
I didn't read.
Well, you
Oh, bad girl.
helped me.
Bad girl.
You helped me 20
I'm
years
sorry,
ago.
I'm coming here. I'm so sorry. Okay. Did I give you a consultation?
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes, it helped me a lot.
Hold it up there.
It was at New College about 20 years ago.
I don't know where New College is.
I'm sure, maybe it wasn't New College, but it was in Sarasota.
Oh, right.
And-
I've been sorry, but I don't know New College.
Yeah, it was the
But
auditorium,
Okay.
and it has quite a lot of people, about 200 people
Yeah,
there.
that's right. This is
And
a little
you-
tiny group.
And you went around asking, I'm getting somebody that this, and then somebody would raise their hand, and you had 5 of us
Was I
stand up.
good?
You were very good.
Yeah,
And
that's me.
I've been to a lot of mediums. She was the best. She told me things that I disagreed, and I didn't realize till I left that you were right.
Of course I was.
I know, I know.
But here's the thing. I never mind if somebody disagrees with me because I always say to people, if you don't understand, I'm sorry, I've got my back to somebody. Oh, no. Anyway, I do have my back to somebody. We're going to talk to you in a minute. You know, I always say to people, if you don't understand what I'm saying to you, just go away and check it out. Because, right?
Yes.
So you've had that experience.
Yes.
So, and when you check it out, usually you can figure out what they're trying to say. Well, you want this? Do you want it? Shall I give it to you?
Yes.
Okay. There you are. Oh, before we go, sorry, give me one. I'm coming. I've not left you. I have a young man who is following me. I'd love, if he walked in front of me, I'd know where I was going, but he's not, he's following me. But I have a young man who was killed in an accident, some sort of a, right, I'm diving in here. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet. But do you know of anybody here know of somebody who was killed in a road accident? Me. You? Anybody else? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, you know, when I stood there and then I said to you, I'm standing with my back to somebody. Obviously, I was standing with my back to this young man.
Yes.
So, he's here. And were you expecting this? You were hoping?
Of course.
Okay, well, I don't know. It might be somebody you,
Well,
you
because-
don't particularly like.
No.
I know. All right, I'm taking the microphone. I just want you to know that he's following me. He seems to be
That's what you said 20 years ago.
20
You
years.
said he keeps, this boy keeps following me. He
Yeah,
keeps pulling up my shirt.
but you know, I can't believe it was 20 years ago. I didn't know that I was this old. Oh, wait, I am this old. Right, go for it. Who would you like to connect with, if possible?
My son.
Your son, okay. Right. So forgive me if I waltz up and down just a little bit. We're still a bit too spread out here. Is there a break coming? Are we having a break or not? Maybe. And we'll get you to cuddle up a little closer. Right, so.
Do you want to take a break?
No, I'm good, no. I'm just want to move the tables. I want to move you all to me. I want to get you closer. I want to snuggle up to you all. Yeah, I do. Right, so again, I don't know who this is yet. But I do have, seems like young men are on the menu today. I do have a young man, oh gosh, he's talking about his head, and if I say headaches or, no, that's not right, just you say yes or no to me if you understand anything that I'm saying here, and if anybody else is listening and can connect with what I'm saying, please don't sit there and then come up to me afterwards and say, oh, you know what you were saying to that person, that referred to me, because I'll just tell you to go away. You've got to, you've got to do it when it's happening. There is again. I'm sorry? Give me a second here. Give me a second. Yeah, so, all right. So, right. So, right. So I have a young man here. He's being quite specific with me. So I actually might not be connecting with either of you. I don't know what, people think I know what I'm doing, but I actually don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not in charge. Just letting you know. But at first, when I first saw him, he was talking about his head, and I thought he was talking about a tumour of some kind. However, I feel that it's much more some sort of an embolism or something that happened really fast, really, really fast, really quick. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Did happen fast.
Speak to me.
He died fast, but not with an embolism that I know of, but
Well, I know that he passed because you've asked to speak to him.
yes,
Okay.
sorry.
But you need to understand the detail. And if that's okay, if you don't understand the detail, that's okay. I will come back to you. Coming tomorrow? Give me that.
Yes,
Give me that.
but I'm wondering if it's something else.
Okay. Or let me keep going. Can I keep going then?
The head's not ruled out,
No,
but
no. Keep the microphone. Right. Sorry. I'm okay. Right. Yes. Okay. Right. I have this lovely young man. Pay attention over there. I have this lovely young man who is talking to me about his head. There's definitely something going on with his head. At first, when I first saw him, I thought it was a brain tumor of some kind. Are we here?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to do this very slowly, all right? Carefully. He also is describing having trouble with his breathing, with his lungs, and, hardly being able to catch his breath. If it's yes, you got to say, you can't whisper to me, you got to say yes or no.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay, keep it, the good voice. But remember, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to connect through vibration, and it's important that that I hear your voice, because that will connect the there you go. Okay, he's following me. Seems like everybody's following me today. Okay. If I repeat myself, you okay, darling?
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
I'm fine.
okay. If I repeat myself, forgive me. Just keep saying yes to me or no to me if I confuse you in any way. There you go. Okay. So, right, I've got him. He's getting a little bit impatient with me, I have to say.
Yes.
He's not being very easy, I have to say. Difficult. Anyway, first of all, there's something about his head.
Yes.
And a problem, an issue with his head. But then he goes to his lungs and his breathing, and he's talking about the real struggle that he had with his breathing,
Yes.
as well as his head. So I'm not
Yes.
discounting the head. Yeah, I hope I get this right. There are some people who were around him who thought that he couldn't really communicate that well. I don't quite know why they would think that, because he's smart as a whip, and he's difficult. He's
Yes.
not an easy patient, and he's not an easy person. Having said that, he's being nice to me. How he is with you, anybody's guess. But maybe he doesn't like you, I don't know. Anyway, at the end, he passed very suddenly, very quickly. It was, it was sort of such a drawn out thing. And he tells me that at first they had difficulty trying to figure out what was going on. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You can't just nod at me. I want you to hold the microphone between you. I'm assuming you're together,
Yes,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm talking about here.
yes.
Yes.
So I need you both. Snuggle in, get close. Okay,
Just
all right.
agreeing. I'm agreeing.
I
Yes.
know,
the
but
story.
I want him to hear your voice.
Oh, okay.
Okay? It's very important, and it's very difficult. And if we don't do what he wants, he's not going to, actually he is going to play because he really, really wants to connect with you. There's something, what's going on at work? There's something about work and some kind of split or a rift or something going on at work. It's all everything's changing. It's everything is being reorganized, and you seem to have been. Either one of you, I'm not sure. You seem to have been quite concerned with all the changes because you're very meticulous, and we think he's difficult. We think this boy is difficult. Take a look at that guy, because he is seriously difficult. Would you say so? You want to be very precise about everything. You've got to have all your ducks in a row. You want it to go your way.
Yes.
And you don't always listen to good advice, and you've been ignoring some good advice. And the good advice comes from her, which is you really need to calm down. You know? Have you been telling him that? Have you been saying
Not in those
relax?
words, but
You know,
yes.
yeah, because you do get like wound up about things. So anyway, we have this lovely young man here who we've figured out is, even though it can be difficult, he's not as difficult as you. However, had he been able to get older and older, he would have been even worse than you probably. But he is just lovely. He is seriously lovely. And, you know, I'm sorry to be rude, this not me. I don't shoot the messenger. He's laughing about your head.
Yes.
Sorry. What did you do? Shave it off or something? Or I don't know.
Just fell out.
Well, anyway, sorry, but he's making comments about the bald, Sorry. Anyway, he's laughing about it.
Sure.
You must be not so happy about it. Did it all start to come out? Not quite at once, but usually when a man loses their hair, usually it sort of takes a while, but it seems to have been, fairly quick. You okay? Okay. And I think really a lot of it was due to the shock and due to the upset that you went through, because you keep everything inside of you. But on the outside, it all fell out, I mean, what can we say? Are you okay? Hold my hand. I'm a touchy-feely kind of person. Okay, so I wish I could sit somewhere. Can I sit on these tables? Are they strong enough? Are they strong enough? Okay, if I fall, you better catch me. Okay, all right, so I'm going to perch here just a little bit. Right, creaking. Okay, so he refers to himself as your boy.
Yes.
Put the microphone up there. I know it's difficult and I know it's emotional, but I also know that everybody here wants to know. You'd want to know, don't you? We're all involved in this together, okay? And remember what I said to you earlier on. I'm not a person who says, oh, I sense or I feel or I see or any of that, right? So I see people and I have conversations with them. And I'm seeing your son, sorry, he's bad. I'm seeing your son who tells me he has all of his hair. So,
My brother.
Oh, you're
but
okay.
it is.
Yeah. He's your boy.
Oh, yeah.
So, and he's laughing because whatever this was that happened with his head, with his breathing and all of that, seems to me to have been, from what he tells me, so unexpected. It was like 1 minute he was fine and the next minute he wasn't fine. Don't nod at me, say yes or
Yes.
no to me, please. Okay. And oh, it's not working. Well, you must have switched it off then. Let's blame you. No, I don't know how to do this. So we need some, no, it's not working. Sorry. Anyway, no. Okay. So there's such a closeness between you, a real, a really powerful energy between you. I think you know that he's never left your side since he passed. I mean, right? You know that he's always been there, and I think he's always going to be there, and I think he's always going to steer you and to guide you, except that you're so stubborn and you don't like taking advice, and everything has got to be just so and just right. And this work thing that's going on, all these changes and so on, and you seem to be responsible for most of them, actually. And you've obviously been very concerned, will this work or won't it work? Because it seems as if you've been from what he tells me, you've been beating your head against a brick wall trying to get it right, trying to make it work. And it's like nothing's working out. Do you understand?
Yes.
So I think that with perseverance, a little bit more relaxed time, okay?
Yes.
Because it's important.
Yes.
It's important for your health. It's important for her.
Yes.
You've got to be at your best. And when you sometimes, you've got a bit of a temper sometimes. When you lose
Yes.
it, he loses it. See, they're all strangers, but they know all about you. Shall we tell more secrets?
Yes.
Anyway, he's basically saying, try not to get too worked up. And he's also saying, trust me, I've got your back. I've got your back. So I feel that whatever all these changes are, I think you'll struggle for a little bit longer. And then I think you'll start to see the plans take place. Here's your issue. Big issue that you have. You're too nice sometimes. You don't want to tell people you're fired. You don't want to tell people you're out. You don't want to be hard on people because you try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But you have a couple of people working with you, around you, who you need to either get up to scratch or out them.
Yes.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Yes.
Because if you don't do that, if you don't take charge and make people accountable for their actions, you're either in or you're out in this business. If you're in, you need to work a heck of a lot harder. If you're out, that's fine. Go out. I'll find somebody else. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be tough, because this is your company, this is your business, this is your work, this is everything to you. And those people who you are letting slack off, or those people who you are, should be saying something to, they won't care. They'll just go get something else. They won't care when you're on the breadline. So you need to, you're smiling away. Are you agreeing with me here? You need to step up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so He loves you very much. He's your guide. He will steer you. He will keep you safe. But could you just learn to listen a bit more and not to keep shouting, because it drives him up the wall. Okay? You all right?
Yes.
Okay. And as bad as you might think your head looks, he tells me to tell you it's much worse than you think it is. But, sorry. I don't think it is. I got a thing about bald guys, you know. Sorry about that, but anyway, I'm telling you too much about me now. All right, so anyway, just please take love to the family from him. That's really important if you could do that. And just remember, he guides and steers you. Okay?
Yes.
Now, I've been over here, right? I think it's time. I won't forget you. If you're coming tomorrow, I'll be here, you know. Good. Right. Anybody got a question? Anybody want to talk to somebody? Anybody? Yes.
I would like to talk to somebody. Can I tell you this
Uh,
person's name?
Well, give me the, I don't need the name, I just need the relationship. Oh, sorry, Chris, thank you. I just need the relationship to you. Is your husband? Yeah, okay,
Oh, thanks.
okay,
Lucky number.
okay. Well, you've got a crowd.
Oh, well, that's good.
Not so much for me. I have to sort through them and sift through them, you know. Then we might get somebody you don't care about, or we might get somebody you'd rather have somebody else. But yes, I can. So you're such a slim, beautiful figure. But I have a lady standing next to you who is actually quite large. She's not skinny like you are. She's got you know, one of those that you can fold your arms over and rest your arms on, you know,
I think
on all of that.
yes,
Anyway,
yes.
she's standing right next to you, and she just wants you to know that she's here, that she's with you. And that's important for her to know. I think you know exactly who she
know
is,
exactly
because
who
she's a lovely, cuddly fatty. And she doesn't mind me saying that to her. She's perfect. She's
I
perfect.
call her Squishy Grandma.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
Grandma.
you know, no, look, it's really fine. And standing next to you on, I've got so many people here. Standing next to you on this side is, yeah, but you see, sorry, I'm having a little conversation here because I'm being told, if I tell you what I'm being told, it might confuse you. So I'm wondering how to say it. Okay, so right, yeah. He's laughing about his hair too. So we've got another baldy. Just saying, you know. So he's just sort of talking about his hair, because I just said that I find bald-headed men very attractive. There's something sort of, I don't know what. Anyway, sorry, sir. You're almost there. You're almost there. Anyway, just teasing. Okay. Right. If I said to you that he's got lovely twinkly eyes, and he's laughing at me as I'm sort of connecting here. If I were to say to you that he went very suddenly, very quickly, without any warning whatsoever, that would not be true. Yeah. So, but at the end, at the very last, this is how he passed. So you see my difficulty here. It's so easy when I'm listening, I'm hearing, they're talking to me. It would be so easy for me to say to you, oh yeah, I got this guy here who went very suddenly, very quickly, but it wouldn't quite be true. But it is kind of true. Okay. So, all right. Again, something about his chest. You help me. You don't, you say, your job is to say yes or no, right? Okay, good girl. All right. Okay, so there's something about his chest. Uh, it's the whole thing, actually. So there's something, I'm going to say his lungs were an issue, but I also think his heart was an issue, and the arteries around the heart were an issue. And talk about a difficult patient. We talked about a difficult patient. He was a difficult patient. He wouldn't do as he was told.
Yes.
He ignored
Yes.
the advice that he was given.
Yes.
He wouldn't listen to the doctors because guess what? He knew best.
Yes.
Oh, look, we've got somebody else just like your family. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, he's basically, talking about all of this. Something about food. Give me a minute here. He did like to eat. Probably the wrong things. He's
Yes,
nodding at me
yes.
when I'm saying this. So, you go to the doctor and the doctor says, oh, you've got this, this, and this wrong with you. And they put you on a nice diet of whatever it is. And he didn't listen to a thing because he just wanted to eat what he wanted to eat, what he wanted to eat.
Yes.
You really worked hard to get him to eat the right foods, but you didn't stand a chance because he was sneaky. What he couldn't have, he would sneak and get. Do you understand?
Yes. Yeah.
So, anyway, so you've got these two, one on either side of you, but I do have to tell you, you've got quite a crowd behind you as well. So you must have a fairly big family, or you've got lots of friends or whatever. Okay, give me your hand here. I like to be cuddly. I'm a touchy-feely kind of person. All right. Now, the most important thing, the one of the reasons I'm holding your hand here is because he's standing right here. He has his hand on your shoulder, and his great energy and connecting with you. And here I am with great energy. So between the two of us, it's as if he's wrapping you in so much love. Now, let's be clear. I have to be fair. Yes, he was difficult. Yes, he wouldn't listen. All of those things. But you're not exactly a peach yourself, are you?
Yes.
You are not. You are not. He tells me you can be really stubborn when you need to be.
Yes.
And you're being very stubborn at the moment,
Yes.
right? There are things you don't want to do. There are things that people are telling you need to do or to think about, and you've dug your heels in,
Yes.
and you are not moving. You understand?
Mhm.
Do you understand what he's saying to you?
I do.
Is this good or what? What are you thinking? You like it? Yes? Well, come on, be a bit more enthusiastic. Here I am working my tail off here. I mean, really, come on. Okay. So, for some reason or another, you've dug your heels in and you are not moving, and nobody's going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. And we know deep down, don't we?
Yes.
You don't want to hear me say it, do you? You know deep down that at some point it's going to be the best thing for you.
Yes.
Stubborn. But don't you worry. there's no hurry to do this. There are people trying to push you into it.
Yes, yes.
You've got family who think they know better for you
Yes.
than you know, right? And they're very well-meaning. They're nice people, you know, but they're family, he says, giving me the look, you know, family. But you can't let other people force you into things. And if I had your family here with us now, you know what I'd be saying? I would be saying to them, back off and let her do it in her own time. Because you are fighting them more than you're fighting the move. You're fighting them more than being able to see reason ahead.
Yes,
Does that make?
it makes complete sense, yes.
Okay, all right. So your husband is lovely. He's got a great smile, nice twinkly eyes. I'm told to tell you he's handsome. Well, I'm not really that.
He is, he
No,
is.
he's not that handsome. Anyway, he's okay. He's okay. I just told you I like bald-headed men, so what do I know?
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. All right. He is here with you today to, first of all, to say, don't let them bully you. Don't let them push you around. And you understand that message
Yes.
very clearly, right?
Yes.
Very clearly. Don't let them bully you. Don't let them push you around. But sometimes we can be stubborn for all the wrong reasons, and we can be stubborn enough. You know that saying, cut your nose off to spite your face?
Yes.
And I think there's a little bit of that going on, all right? So if, I don't know why you don't stand up for yourself more. You see, you're not talking to them. You're not saying to them, you need to back off because this is my life and I love you all very much, but you need to back off and let me make my own decisions. You're not saying that. You just grit your teeth, let them talk at you and over you, and you're not saying anything to them. And, a conversation would be great. I'll move, but in my time, and I'm not ready yet. He tells me, your lovely husband here tells me that half of the reason that you don't want to move is because this place that you're in is special to you both.
Yes.
It's home, he says. And you're afraid that if you move, then how's he going to find you?
Yes.
Well, he found you here in Venice. Where do you live?
Venice.
Oh, okay, what can I say? I'm useless at this. All right, it's okay. But here's the thing. He will find you wherever you go. It's all about, again, energy, vibration. You're never going to lose him. And I know this is very important to you because it's also very important to him that I tell you this. Okay. So at some point down the road, we all go, don't you? We all die. We can't avoid it, right? And at some point down the road, you've been thinking, if only I'd gone before him, or
Yes.
if only, why do I have to be the one to be left
Exactly,
behind?
yes.
Right? And you're angry about it, and you're upset
Yes.
about it. You're okay. It's okay. You're entitled to be angry, but it is a bit of a waste of energy because he didn't really have much choice. And, I always say to people, when God calls, we don't have a choice. When God calls, that's it. We're on our way, no matter what. We can't fight it. And God called him. And I know you think it's not fair. He should have called you first,
Yes.
but he didn't. So this life of ours is a gift. It's a really special gift. We should value it. And as hard as it is to be without him, you got a lot in you yet. You've got a lot that you can do. You've got a lot that you need to do. Family again, we're back to family and little ones. And you've got tales to tell about him. They're your, I don't know if it's your kids, your grandkids, whoever this is, but they need to know his story. And there's only you who really knows it. So you need to start talking to them. You know, I talk to my grandson every day. Every day. Of course, he's special. I can't talk to you about your grandkids. I've no idea. But, you know, but I believe truly, if you don't show it, whatever it is, your love, your anger, your anxiety, whatever it is, if you don't show it, but show it in a good way, in a positive way, that comes tomorrow, by the way. If you don't show it, they don't know it. So you need to be telling these pushy people who are bullying you, because they only think they're doing the right thing for you. But you need to say in a good way, positive way, but a very strong way, back off.
Yes.
I love you all, but this is my choice to make, and I'll make it when I'm ready. Now, he wants you to know, as angry and as frustrated and as you know, and you get all hissy about it sometimes, that you're here and he isn't.
Yes.
He would very much like you to know that when the time comes and it's your turn, he'll be right there with you. He's going to be coming with your angels. Try and hold him back if you can, because he's stubborn too. So he wants you to know, absolutely, he will be there. He will help you. He will help you over. He'll carry you across that bridge. You're going to be together again. But please, in the meantime, we need a tissue here. If you could grab some tissues. Okay, so don't do that. Snotty stuff all over your sleeve there.
Smudgy stuff.
Anyway, I'm a lovely person, don't you think? Anyway, all right. So, please understand you will be together again, and then you will do things together. He's waiting for you, but you've got a little while to go, I'm afraid. You know, you got some while to go. But know that he's by your side. I do a show every Thursday morning on wherever it is. What is it, Chris? YouTube. But thank you. Thank you. And the show is called The Spirit World Sees All. And they do. They see everything. And they hear everything. And he knows how heartbroken you get, and he knows when you go to bed. And you got to stop squishing his pillow. You know, you're using his pillow instead of yours, and you're making a real mess of it. They see everything. They connect with us. They are around us. They hear us in every way. So he'll be watching you. He'll be watching over you. And when it's your turn, which will be a little way, but when it's your turn, I promise you, he promises you. And this lovely grandmother you've got here, Grammy, whatever. Is it Grammy? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
See, I'm Mosey. I don't do the Grammy and the grandma thing. I don't do those things. I'm Mosey. Anyway, so Grammy here, they'll be coming for you round the mountain. And when it's time and not before. She always sang that, did she? Well, look, come on, and this is what I'm saying to you all. I don't just, we're interacting. If I'm singing, it's because she's singing. And I'm not going to sing the whole thing. She'd love me to do it. She's asking. She has a good voice.
She does.
Loud,
Yes.
though.
Yes.
Loud, very loud. Anyway, so they'll be coming for you when it's your time and not before. So stop your moaning and your complaining and look at life and find the joy in it. Please. All right? It's important to them. Because, we said, what was it? Somebody said, I think it was a gentleman there, when we pass into the spirit world, we find peace. Do you think he's got peace?
I thought he'd be sitting by a TV and just
No.
with his feet up.
No, watching every move you make, sitting on the bed, you don't even know he's there. And he snuggles you sometimes. He climbs into bed with you. You don't even know he's there because you're moaning and complaining that you got left behind.
Yes.
So stop it. Are you glad you came?
I'm
sorry, what?
I'm glad I came.
Right.
It's been the most amazing thing of my entire life.
Really? Tell me
You
the
can
truth.
ask anyone.
They love you very, very much. Of course, don't you, that I don't believe in ghosts. Did you get that yet about me? You understand? I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in people who have passed into the spirit world, but they are not ghosts. I've never actually seen anyone in the spirit world, and I've seen many, hundreds of thousands of people actually, over the hundreds of years that I've been doing this. I've never actually seen anyone in the spirit world wear a sheet and holes in for their eyes. I've never seen that. I know that some people, when they see what is technically called an apparition, which is just a person, I know that some people will describe them as glowing or with a light around them, or they look as if they're kind of wearing a sheet. And that's because when you see someone like that, what you're seeing is you're not seeing the person. In the same way I saw I don't know your name, so I'm going to just point to you, but in the same way that I saw your husband and your nana, or the same way that, anyway, and your mommy. So when I see them, they have, they look pretty much just like they looked when they were here. But often when people see like a bright light or a wispy something floating by, what you're actually seeing is the energy of the person. You're not seeing the person, you're seeing the energy that sort of trails behind them. Now, it is true that when we pass into the spirit world, I remember once listening to a TV show, and there was a medium on the TV show, and he was saying, oh, they only have heads. They don't have bodies, and they certainly don't have legs. Well, I can tell you, we had fun with that, because every person I spoke to in the spirit world after that for ages would show their legs first. We got legs. So here we are, so we're in our human form, right? We're physical beings, flesh and blood and mostly water or whatever that is. Anyway, but within us, of course, we have a soul and we have a spirit. Most people think they're the same thing. Do you all think it's the same thing? A soul and a spirit? The soul is what is within us. I once asked my students years ago, where do you think the soul is? Where does it sit? What part of the body? And we got people saying, oh, it's in the heart, or it's in the head, or lots of people had different opinions. And I said, it doesn't really matter where it is. It can be in your bum if you want it to be. It doesn't matter as long as it is there and it is within you. But we also have within us the same shape. So unfortunately for some of us, the same shape, same size. We have what is known as the etheric body. Learn that word because most people don't know it. The etheric body, which is the spirit body. Same shape, same size, just as we look now. And when we pass from this world into the next, it is the etheric body, the spirit body, which is what we take with us. And the etheric body, interestingly enough, is indestructible. So let's say somebody has an accident and they lose their leg, or let's say, for whatever reason you've got diabetes and you've lost an arm or whatever. That's only a physical thing. You lose it physically. And I think if you knew anyone who had lost a limb particularly, and they'll often say, I can still feel it, it's almost as if it's still there. Well, it is still there because the etheric body, the spirit body, is strong and powerful and indestructible. So that's what we take with us when we leave this earth plane and we begin to travel, however we do it, and however, in whatever manner we're taken to. I hate that phrase, the other side. Don't you hate that? Because it's not really the other side, They're not really the other side. I mean, they're here, they're all around us, they're with us, and they're a part of us and still a part of our family. But anyway, wherever it is we decide to go, and whether we want to travel or not, and your husband's waiting for you before he starts traveling, because so you can do it together. Anyway, whatever it is you decide to do, you have the etheric body that carries you, that takes you. And when I talk to people and I see them quite clearly, and sometimes, somebody take this, please, from me. Sorry. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I forgot what I was saying then. Whenever I see people in the spirit world, I am looking at them and I see them as physical beings, albeit that they're in this etheric body, same shape and so on and so forth. Now, very often, and you might find this a little odd, but very often someone might come to me, then, let's say Nana comes, right? And let's say that she's been sick and ravaged by whatever, and she's now no longer this plump, cuddly thing. She's a skinny little thing, and she's lost all the weight, and she's all bony and everything. And sometimes when people, come through to talk to me, they will first of all, again, another weird thing, they first of all might show me how they looked just prior to their passing. Or I will see them well and healthy, and people say, oh, no, because they only remember the sickness. They only remember how somebody looked when they were frail and sick and all of that stuff. So when you might notice when I'm sort of going around and I'm connecting and listening very carefully, of course, and looking, I might forget you're there because I'm so busy talking to them, and you might hear me say no. Well, yeah, no. Well, or yeah, well, I don't. You got to be clear, blah blah blah, and I look like I'm nuts. because it looks like I'm muttering to myself or talking to myself, but I'm actually not. What I'm doing is trying to listen to what someone is trying to say to me, but then I have to, sorry, I keep touching this microphone, sorry. Then I have to try to make sure that I'm giving you the words that they're giving to me. It's like, you know, starting to sing I'm Coming Round the Mountain. I mean, look, I'm British, we don't do that. But Nana does. And all of a sudden I find myself, we're coming round the mountain. And so I'm connecting with them, I'm close to them, I'm trying to get as clear a picture and as, you know, clearly listening to them and paying attention. And trust me, if I get it wrong, they'll say, no, that's not what I said at all. Or my spirit guide, Grey Eagle, as I'm talking and connecting with you all, he is the one who's helping your loved ones. He is the one who is guiding them, because it can be nerve-wracking. I mean, can you imagine this? You know, you really desperately want to get a message through to somebody, but how do you do it? How, you know, what's going on? And sometimes, like, brazen, forward, forceful, you know, no issues whatsoever. But there are people who are shy, and they need some encouragement, and they need to, you know, they need to find a way to, remember I'm a stranger to them, so they need to find a way to connect with me. And this is where my spirit guide comes in, and he helps them. And also, if I misunderstand what they're saying, he'll say to me, no, Rosemary, that's not what they said. So we have this back and forth, back and forth. And I'm hoping that as I'm talking to you about how this works and how you see that it works, I'm hoping that you're getting a picture of what a real medium does. I'm hoping that I'm being clear enough so that the next time you go to see someone, or the next time, you know, you come across someone who says I'm a medium, I'm hoping that you've got a gauge. Because I know this is going to sound like I'm, you know, sort of, I think I'm the world's most wonderful. Well, actually I do, actually, truly. I've got great legs. All I can tell you is good legs. Anyway, but I am, and believe it or not, renowned throughout the world as being, if not one of the best, because I'm really pushy and I'm really difficult. And when you hear me muttering away and, oh, did you say this? And I don't get it, or you hear me muttering to myself, I'm actually not muttering to myself. I'm actually saying to them, you've got to be clearer with this. Tell me again. Can you imagine how frustrated they get when I say to them, I didn't get that. Be clearer. You know, you've got to be clearer for me. And this is what true mediumship is. Being precise, being clear, being able to, you know, sort of the little nurse over here. How do I know you're a nurse, right? Oh, wait, your mummy told me. So, and Grey Eagle told me. So when you go to see people, it's now your responsibility. If you're not seeing something that's real, you've got to open your mouth and say so. Because that means that the more we refuse to take mediocre, the less mediocre our mediums will be. Does that make sense, right? And I always also say to people, look, when you go to see someone, whatever they call themselves, psychic, fortune teller, medium, whatever they call themselves, if they don't, and don't tell them anything. I mean, good Lord, 3 times did I've had to tell people, shut up. Don't, of course, then there'll be the time when I kick you and say, just say yes or say no, say something. You can't really win with me. But the thing is that when you go to see someone who is, let's say, mediocre or is not giving you this, I want you to get up and I want you to walk out and don't pay. Don't pay. How else can we get rid of the mediocre? How else can we get rid of the charlatans? How else can we get rid of so many wonderful people who truly believe that they have a gift, but they don't? How else can we, sort out and get rid of those people who are conning us? We have to say no. We have to say you're rubbish. We have to say thank you for your time, but no thank you. We have to be very clear. And there is no harm in doing that. In fact, that's the way you have to be. When people come to me for a consultation, I can tell you now, the first thing I say to people, and I think I said it to you already, there are no guarantees with this. I can only do what I can do. Sorry, I'm interrupted. Then I've lost my thread. Sorry. I've lost my thread. I don't know where I was. What was I saying? Was anybody paying attention to what I was saying there?
Looking for mediocre mediums.
We have to get rid of them. Oh, thank you. Oh, you were listening. Good job. Well done, that girl. When people come to me for a consultation, the first thing I'll say to people is there are no guarantees with this. The only thing I can guarantee you is that I will do my very best. I will try my very best, okay? And the second thing I say to them, and I'm very clear about it, if this does not work, and even if it takes me an hour or sometimes longer, if it does not work, I'm going to give you 2 choices. The first is I will immediately refund your money. Have you ever heard anybody say that? I will immediately refund your money. Because it's really important to me. If you walk into a store and you don't buy anything, you can't find what you're looking for, nobody's going to say to you, well, you got to pay for that blouse you were looking at. Nobody's going to say that. Why should they pay me if I can't do my job? But the second choice I give them is, I will immediately refund your money, or we'll book another consultation and we'll try again. And what do you think the majority of people say? Let's try again. But there's no guarantee. So, but I will keep trying as long as you keep trying. Now, I have this, sorry, I forgot all about you guys. Just ignore me, talk amongst yourselves here. As you don't talk amongst yourselves. Yes, but I can't quite. Right. I want you all to pay attention. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know who I'm talking to or with. I know nothing. Remember I told you I'm not in charge, and I really mean it. I'm not in, there you go again. Okay, so we're going to do this very slowly because I do have someone, I do have a gentleman. I can't tell you at the moment whether he's young or old because I can't see him clearly, but I'm very pushy. So I'm going to be hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that there he goes again, that somebody has to know what I'm talking about here. Okay, so I have this man standing next to me, and he, let's say that he died in unusual circumstances, which could honestly mean anything at all, but there we are anyway. But he died in unusual circumstances. I know from what he tells me, I'm being really patient with him because I think he's a little bit nervous about doing this. And so I want you all to pay attention, because you might all say to me, no, that means nothing to me. But everything I say tonight, I want you to go away, think about it, because you'd be amazed how all of a sudden, you start thinking about things that have been said, and then you think, oh, wait a minute, right? So, right. Okay. Oh, okay. Patience is everything here. Okay, so I have this lovely man here. He is talking to me about a little bit about how he passed in very unusual circumstances. I believe from what he tells me that there must have been some sort of an investigation, and I feel that yes, but did you though? There was talk of that there were some opinions that said that he took his own life. Very patient here, okay? And don't just put your hand up, I need your voice.
Yes.
Good girl.
And yes.
Okay, so I want you to both really listen, okay? And because at some point, we're going to rule one of you out. You're not together, are you? You're not? Okay, so patience is everything here. Yes, right. Okay, right. There must have been some sort of an investigation into this situation, yes or no?
I don't know.
Look, Dad, don't you, I don't know what you said. Fortunately, your microphone was not near to your, so I didn't hear. But don't help. You see what the trouble I have here, right? Can you see this? And do you see why the charlatans get away with this? Do you see why people, they you can't do that. I want him to do it. I'm pushing for him to do it. And I'm trusting that with Greagle's help, he will do it. But I just want you to say yes or no while we're doing this, please. Okay, yes, right. Yeah. Oh, okay then. You both better pay attention, because I now have another young man who is standing right next to you, and I can see him quite clearly. This guy, I think, not that I know anything at all really, but I think he connects with you, but I'm not yet sure. But I'm sort of split into two. Which one do I, oh, thank you, right. Okay, so I've got this young man who is standing behind me. I'd love him to sort of, move around a bit so I can see him more. Yeah. So, thank you. Okay, he's very handsome.
Yes.
I know you think so, but he actually is. really good looking. Would you understand anything at all about a uniform? Okay. Oh, gosh, right then. Oh, I'm split between you. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. Leave me to sort it out. I'll sort it out. I'm wondering how much time we have to do it. But anyway, if you're coming back tomorrow, we might do more of this. Are you coming back tomorrow? If you say no to me, I'm done with you. Right, just saying. Okay, just so you know. I'm not sitting here working my tail off and then you say, oh no, I'm not coming tomorrow. I'm busy, I'm going shopping, I would need a new pair of shoes. No. This is far more important. There you go, yes. Right. Whew, right. Okay. Right. So what we have here is two young men, both handsome. One, I'm going to say one wore a uniform or wears a uniform and right. Yeah, so, right. So, okay, no. Okay. God, I need a medal for this. Okay. There's something about the uniform, and I can't, no, I think I'm not quite right here. What he's describing to me looks a little bit like a war zone.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm not quite right. So there is a war zone, there is all the stuff that goes along with the war zone, the blowing up of stuff and all the rest of it, which is exactly what happened. Patience is everything. There's something about volunteering. You don't, but okay. So no, I'm with you for a minute. I'm now telling you, because I don't think you knew what went on in this place. So I'm giving you information here that perhaps will help you to piece it together. But he's describing his head, his mind, everything that happened or was happening, and everything that he saw, he tells me he couldn't handle it. Do you understand? So people think, or people have said to you that that's the easy way out, but it is not the easy way out at all. And yeah, sorry, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to him, sorry. He has his hand on your shoulder as I'm talking to you. He looks extremely handsome in his uniform, but he tells me he's got no need for it anymore, and he really wished that he'd never worn it. So I'm not saying that he's not a patriot, because he is. I'm just saying that there's this war zone stuff going on that really messed with his mind, but also some of the men that he worked with messed with his mind. So I'm not really sure that he had the support that he needed. Okay, that's okay. You can say yes and no, it's okay. I'm a very confusing person. Now, there's something, why is he talking to me about your eyes? There's something going on. Did you get some new glasses, or are you talking about getting some new glasses? Yes. He says yes. So we're having a little argument here. So there's something about. Okay. Well, that's a certain no. That's not right. He's describing to me. This is not Florida. I don't know where you live, but this is not Florida. He's describing to me a house, and I'm going inside the house. I can actually go inside anybody's house, by the way, and I can look under your bed and I can see all the stuff that's you store under there that you didn't clean properly, whatever. Anyway, so I'm going into this, taking me into this house, and it's sort of an oldish house, and it has a fireplace with a fire, which is why I'm saying it's not Florida, because who in their right mind has a fire going in the fireplace in Florida? And he's talking about this place, and he's talking about all of the alterations and all of the. Don't nod at me. Yes. We all need to know that you understand, but he needs to hear your voice. That's the most important thing. Okay. Okay, so there's something about this property, this house, and there's been some all sorts of stuff going on here. There's been arguments, there's been upsets, I don't know what's going on here, but he's talking about the alterations and the, let's say, the repairing or the, doing it up, so to speak. He's mentioning a window or the windows. Don't you dare nod at me.
Windows.
Say yes. Yes. That's all I need, okay? I know you're trying to write it down, but we do have it recorded, and I don't know if the recordings will be available. Yes, they will, because it's not my. I'm only here as a guest. I'm nothing. Chris is organising it. It's her event, and I'm just. I'm kind of hanging out with you guys. Are you pleased that I'm hanging out with you? Is this fun? Are we having fun here? Right, so there's something about a window or windows, and I don't know if you've changed them yet or if you're about, I don't know if you're about to change them, but there's something about the windows and repairing the windows. And then we're back to your eyes again, or it's not your eyes. Whoever lives in this house and puts their feet up in this fire, in front of this fireplace, they've either just got new glasses, or they've changed their glasses, or need to change their glasses anyway. You can take that information with you, because I'm not working too hard at this. But he tells me to tell you, okay? Yeah, it's okay. I'm coming to you in a minute. He's getting impatient here. He tells me to tell you that it really was about his emotions and not being able to cope with the horrible things that he saw. And he had no clue about the devastation he would leave behind.
Yes.
He wants me to tell you how sorry he is. And he wants me to say, but if God hadn't called, he wouldn't have been able to go. So even though he did it the way that he did it, it was his time anyway. So you can't go before your time. I know people think, I'll take my own life and all the rest of it. But the truth is, if it isn't your time, somebody's going to stop you, or something's going to stop you. So I want you to know, he wants you to know, it was my time. And he says, I am really happy here. He's also happy because he's seeing you getting on with life, finally. Finally. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, good girl. He has his arm around you and he loves you very, very much, and excuse me, but now I've got this other lovely young man here. Okay, all right, just, I don't quite know how well we're going to do here, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Okay, now, yes, but I don't, yeah, oh, right. Right. I'm asking him if he can be just a little bit clearer. I do know that there are people who thought that he took his own life. I'm going that far. I do not think, from what he tells me, this may be confusing to you. Keep that microphone up there. Yes or no works, okay? I do not think that it was intentional. Does that make sense to you? There are people who would argue and say, well, it wouldn't have happened, or it couldn't have happened, or whatever, but he is here to tell you very clearly, yes, it was sudden, yes, it was quick, but there was stuff happening all around, and there were other circumstances that led to this. Okay, patience is everything. Okay, all right. It's so important for me personally, to do a good job, because I know how important it is to all of you. It's so important for me, not just for you. In fact, mostly not for you. It's so important for me to do a good job for them, because I am their voice. At the moment, they've only got me, so I have to do a really good job so that they are satisfied as much as they can be. And of course, I know a lot of you would love to come and sit and camp at my house, outside the door, and have more and more and more. Of course you would, and of course I would, but you're not invited, sorry. I may be back tomorrow night for pizza, I'm not sure. Are we still doing pizza tomorrow night? Anybody want to join me for pizza tomorrow night? Not at my house. I'm not doing it in my house. We're either here or we're on the beach or somewhere. I don't know. We'll tell you tomorrow. But anyway, right. What I'm doing here, I'm waffling on about pizzas, and I'm waffling on about this and this, but what I'm really doing, what I'm really, really doing, is I'm giving him time. Because he's very emotional, okay? He knows how important this is to you, and he knows how long you've waited. Yes. So he's emotional, and I want to give him as much time as I can. I'm not going to disregard everybody else, but this is important for him. Okay. Yes, he is handsome. Oh, there you go. Now that's better. There you go. Standing right next to you. I was getting fed up with him, hanging around behind me. I had to keep turning around. But now, there he is, standing right next to you. What have you done to your hair? He's poking at your, what did you do? He's not happy, I can tell you. It looks fine to me. There's nothing wrong with it. Ignore him. But it's not like it used to be, that's for certain sure. And the colour is, completely, what did you do? He tells me, you are naturally beautiful. You don't need all that. What? Oh, that's right. It's American term. Yeah, you call it, when you have highlights and things, don't you call it frosting? Is that what you call it? Frosting? Very weird. You guys you have a very weird language. When I talk about frosting, I talk about cake baking and, you know, putting frosting on cakes. And by the way, I'm a really good cook. Right, girls?
Yes.
Giving me a thumbs up there. Okay, but what did you've no, don't go there. Don't assume. Never assume, right? And this is another thing for me when I'm listening to people in the spirit world and they're giving me all this stuff. It would be so easy for me to assume that he's saying one thing when in fact he's not saying that at all, right? So don't assume. The only reason he's mentioning your hair, you must have had frosting, right? Whatever that might mean. Okay, I don't colour my hairs. Pardon?
I changed.
Yeah, you did more than that. You sort of different style and everything. But he's not saying that he doesn't like it. He's saying, you see how much I can see. You see how I know what you're doing and what you've been up to? Can you see, can you understand how clearly I can see you? That's what he's saying. You can have your hair any way you like. He prefers it the old way, but he's fine. He's allowed his opinion, but he's not saying I don't like it. He's just saying to you, I see you. What does that tell you? That tells you that he isn't dead. Doesn't it? That tells you that he's watching you and watching over you. That tells you that when I say to you, he's stroking your hair and he sees the tears, and it doesn't matter how long ago, those tears just keep coming. But here's the thing, I'm going to ask you to do something for him. If I asked you to do something for him, would you do it?
Yes.
Anything? 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 Are you sure? Anything? Okay. Hold my hand. I want that one. I don't know why. Yeah. Right then. Look, I've had all sorts. People come and they give me hugs and they've, you know, and I think, oh God, dry cleaning tomorrow, it does. But I'm not supposed to be mean. I'm supposed to be nice. But I'm British. What can I tell you? We've got a weird sense of humour. Oh, sweaty. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care at all. Right. Shall we do this again?
Yes.
I have this very, very handsome young man standing right next to you, stroking your hair. If you paid more attention, you would feel him stroking your hair. I'll show you how tomorrow. I'm making sure you get back, right? I'm making sure you're right. If you paid more attention, you would hear him calling your name. If you paid more attention, you'll be able to connect with him better. But the grief is so overwhelming, right?
Yes.
If I had a magic wand, I wouldn't wave it. I wouldn't. Now, I might go into the nearest children's hospital and wave it crazily. But would I? I'm not sure. Because And, you know, tears are a gift. They are. Pain is a gift. Oh, you don't want it, do you? It's the gift we don't want, but it's the gift that teaches us. It is the gift that helps us to grow. And you can stamp your feet all you like, and you can shout and rage at God all you like, but this is a gift. Your pain. Ooh, don't you hate it? I hate this. Your pain is a gift, okay? Because through your pain, through your hurt and through your heartache, you've become much more empathetic. You've become a much kinder person. You've become much more understanding of others. So even though we don't want this gift of pain, and that goes for you, young lady, too, it goes for all of us, really, even though we don't want the pain, it is a gift. Now, he would like you, this is the one thing he's asking, and you said anything. You promised anything.
I did.
And you promised him, as well as me. What would you do if I said, then I'll have your house? What would you do?
I have to give it to you.
You'd have to give it to me. I don't want your house. I don't want your money. I don't want any of that. This is what he wants from you. Whoa, you ready? Could you smile for him every day? That's all he wants. Could you smile for him every day? Now, you can smile and you can cry. You can cry crazily, but you keep that smile on your face. He's not asking you not to cry. He's not asking you to do the impossible, but he needs your smile. Okay?
He's got it.
You were always laughing. You're always fun. You know, he's talking about when he was little. Oh, God. Those shoes. You still got some shoes? Don't nod.
Yes.
Everybody wants to know, don't you? You all want to know. Aren't we invested in this? Of course we are. They're a ragged old pair of shoes, but you're going to keep them anyway. Nobody's going to take those away from you. But could you do something else for him?
Yes.
Do you think you could hang them up somewhere?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Stop hiding them in a cupboard or a drawer or whatever, okay? And, what? I really need to sit down. Oh, you are an angel. Look at this. You see, I try to tell people I'm a queen and nobody believes me. Just say, thank you, darling. Okay. Can you all see me? Are you, I don't want you to miss this, okay? This is why I like you all sitting snuggled together with me, okay? Put that microphone up. Thank you. Do as you're told. Right. See how bossy I am? It's a British thing, Right. So, right. I hope I get this right. I'm not quite sure, but the bed, wait a minute, no, the bed covers, no, I'm not right, give me a minute. Yeah, okay, that works for me, that's easier for me. Okay, I don't know if it's his room, your room, somebody else's room, but the bedding has all been changed.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a bit frilly in places. Do you understand him saying that? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, frilly. like my nighties. All slinky and slippy and, you know, I do like nice things. You can tell, can't you? Right. I like sexy nighties. I've got no one to see them. Well, I don't know. The spirit world probably sees them, but nobody else. I got nobody else to see them. It's really boring at my house, but apparently not at yours. Anyway, do you see? They see everything. Okay. So. Okay, again, you know, it's very important for him because the way that he passed, there are so many people who misunderstood or didn't get or just want to go blindly with, you know, what they perceive rather than what actually is.
Yes.
There is no way that he took his own life. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yes and no, it wasn't intentional.
Yes.
So the message is clear. It was, not quite accidental. I can't say that it was quite accidental, but it was certainly experimental.
Yes.
Got it? You okay? You okay? All right. Okay. Okay. So it was not deliberate. He would never choose to leave you. Okay? You know, kids do stupid things, don't they? Really stupid things. Get involved with all the wrong people. Love experimenting, liking to do all that stupid stuff. So I would not say that he took his own life. I would say that he was stupid and allowed it to happen. So in some way what I'm saying, he was culpable. You can't blame anybody else, but at the same time, there's no way that it was an intentional thing. Smile for him every day, even if you cry buckets, cry for him every day, please, all right? Smile for him. Even when you've got to grit your teeth and hold your breath, smile for him. He would like the grief to lessen. It'll never go away. Okay? Let me explain something. It'll never go away. When we lose a child, especially, never goes away. And people say, give it time, you'll be okay. Fiddlesticks to giving it time. No way. It's never going to go away. But what we can do, and if we love them, and I know you do, what we can do is to make the best of the life we have and to live for them in a joyous and joyful way. Because it's important that he doesn't destroy your life. Understand me?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
So you've got to work hard. And it's tough. All right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Right, I think I'm done. I have no idea what time it is. You're not going to make me, what? What's that?
9, it's 9.
Well, I'm done. Are we all done? Do you care if I'm done? If we come back tomorrow and do more of this, I've got my eye on you. Don't think I'm letting you escape, right? Is it okay if we're done?
Yes.
Am I good at this, do you think? Am I the best you've ever seen, do you think?
Yes.
Right? But do you know why? Because I'm not blowing my trumpet here. Do you know why? Shall I tell you why? Oh,
we have
good
amazing love.
God, I'm old. So old and decrepit and all that. Anyway, do you know why I am the best? Anybody?
Because our loved ones are
Because they are the best. And they are able to come through and say these amazing things and show us these fabulous truths. And it's heartbreaking, but at the same time, isn't it freeing? Don't you feel better, even though you've been blubbing your eyes out or whatever? You feel better because it's freeing and they help you to understand. There is no such thing as death. There is no such thing as dying. There is life continuing after life. And I think we've had some pretty good messages here tonight which show us that, clearly show us that. And I think that they are amazing. So what I'd like you all to do tonight, when you go home and you climb into bed, I know you better tell him, get on with it. I'm waiting. What?
I told him not tonight.
Why did you tell him not tonight?
The message will be too hard for me to go back to the hotel without him. So I'd rather tomorrow when I drive home to my own home.
Oh, well, you might have told me that. I've been looking for him. Did you hear what she said? She said, oh, I told him don't come tonight. Can't manage it tonight. Well, you should have told me. Anyway, he's obviously listening to you. All right, so I want you to go home tonight, including you. Don't you tell him not to come tomorrow. No, I'll override all of that. Go home tonight. I want you to climb into your bed. I want you to lay your head on the pillow. And I want you to think of 10. That seems like a lot, don't you think? 10. I want you to think of 10 good things that happened to you today. I'd like you to do it every night for the rest of your lives. I would love you to do that every night for the rest of your lives because it means that you are appreciating. It means that you know that they are listening to you. It means that God has not forsaken you and you understand that. Right? Because when you're talking, you can talk to your sons, you can talk to your brother, you can talk to whoever it is you want, your husband, whoever, and tell them 10 good things that happened that put a smile on your face. Because as much as you've been crying today, you've also been laughing, haven't you? Yes. Right? Because I'm British. You can't help it. I mean, we have a very weird sense of humour. You know, when I first came to America, it was very difficult for me. Because Americans, I'm not saying that you don't have a sense of humour. Am I saying that? I'm kidding. Wait a minute. But it's a very different sense of humour. And we Brits have the best sense of humour in the world, and you can argue with me all you like, but we do, right? We laugh when we want to cry. We find humour sometimes in the worst situations, because that's our nature. And it's often hard to laugh when all you want to do is cry. So tonight, then you put your head on the pillow, you can cry all you like, but I want you to count out 10 good things that happened to you today, and I know that 5 of them at least are going to be me.
Yes.
I want you to think of positive things. I want you to think of things that bring you joy. You know, no matter how difficult life is for us, there's always one thing in everybody's life, always one thing. If you search for it hard enough, there's always one thing that can bring you joy. And I'm going to tell you what brings me the most joy in my life. Well, aside from this, which goes without saying, right? My grandson, who has played at Carnegie Hall 3 times. Yes, wow. He was just accepted into the Steinway program, the Young Masters program. He's only 12. He'll be 13 in February. He's got my eyes. That's something, right? He's got my eyes and he's got my knowing. And the second thing that brings me joy, although if she were here, she'd say, well, what am I? Chopped liver, is my daughter. So I have 2 things easy, right off the top of my head, that I can think that bring me joy. So when you start with, I've got 2 already, you've only got 8 to go. And those of you who have a big family, well, you can, list them all off and it's easy. But I would like you to think of some of the things that you perhaps don't always think of that bring you joy, if you really think about it. And this life of ours that we have is such a gift. Even when we don't want it, even when we're hating it, even when we wish, don't you ever say to your husband again, why you and not me? Even when we sometimes wish that, God had taken us instead of them and so on and so forth, whatever, because many of us sometimes think that way. This life of ours is a gift. And we should treat it as a gift. Because we never, and some of you here tonight know this quite clearly without me having to spell it out, we never know when it's going to be taken from us. So even the pain, even the tears, even the joy, even the heartache and the heartbreak, they are gifts to us. Many years ago, it was just before Christmas, and I had a group of students. And I've done trance work. I've done a lot of trance work. I won't do it here for you guys. We have to do it in a very specific and very careful environment. But anyway, we had this wonderful lady who would come to us from the spirit world. She would always come and she would say, I am the old lady with no teeth. And she would complain because, I don't know if anybody knows about trance work, but basically the entity or whoever it is actually comes into your body moves out, your etheric body kind of slides out and leaves room for them. And then they use your voice box. We're doing, I've forgotten now what the date is. Is it the 13th of December? We're doing a very special event. It's online where my spirit guide, Great Eagle, uses my body, and you can witness him, his wisdom, his truth. It's amazing. And it's just, people tell me, because I can't see myself, but people tell me my face changes, my voice changes, etc., etc. There are a lot of people who do this and they're not doing it, and it's just all play acting, just so you know. But anyway, we do this event, and we're having an event on the 13th of December. If anybody wants to sign up for it, you need to talk to Chris at the back there, because I just turn up. And trance work is amazing. So this particular Christmas, this old lady with no teeth, and every time she would come into my body, she would complain bitterly because I had too many teeth for her. And they would get in the way of what she was trying to say and what she was trying to tell us. And her information, you think I'm good? Oh my gosh, she was amazing. But she asked all of the students this one Christmas, okay, if I could give you a gift for Christmas, what would it be? And all the students, it's Christmas, right? Joy, peace, happy family, peace on earth, all that stuff. Nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with hoping for it or wishing for it. And when they were all done with all of their wishes, she said, and I want you to pay attention to this, she said, if I could give you a gift for Christmas, I would give you the gift of tears. I would give you the gift of heartache. And I would give you the gift of pain. I know this is hard for you guys to hear, right? I would give you the gift of tears. I would give you the gift of heartache. And I would give you the gift of pain, because it is only through those things that we learn and we grow. So when you're thinking of your 10 blessings when you go to bed tonight, maybe the gift of tears and pain and heartache might be amongst all of those things that bring you joy, or things that help you and teach you. We're not here on this earth. We've not been placed on this earth to have it all sort of nice and easy and all that. We came here, we decided to come here, we made a choice to come here because we wanted to learn and we wanted to grow. I hope tonight that I've given you a little learning. I hope tonight that you have grown a little. I hope tonight that I have inspired you. That's my job. I want to inspire you to reach out and to know that God is with us, to know that our loved ones in the spirit world are with us. I want you to reach out and smile every day and know absolutely that no matter how many doubts we have, no matter how many bad days we have, I want you to know absolutely that our loved ones in the spirit world are with us, that God is with us, that our angels are with us. And I hope that tonight I have inspired you a little bit to understand that better.